Alongside me, Dover manager Andy Hessenthaler and Dover assistant manager Nicky Southall. We've got both of you because Andy, after 10 minutes you were sent off, but the referee was the main talking point of the game as well. Firstly, your views of the first 10 minutes you saw of the referee.
Well, firstly, I apologise to the players at half time. I shouldn't be getting sent off. I've let them down because I crossed the line in terms of what I said. So I apologise to the players. I shouldn't be getting sent off, but. Like you just said there, the main focus of the game was about the referee again, and that's unfortunate because, I don't know how many yellow cards were brandished, but there wasn't a bad foul in the game, I don't think, was there? And for the second goal for their penalty, we've already seen the monitor, and even the assessor says it's offside, and unfortunately, they don't get it right. But it's all about the referee again. Unfortunately for us, how we haven't won the game, I don't know, because second half, I think we hit the woodwork four times, didn't we? And that pretty much sums our season up, really.
Yeah, I think, forgetting about the referee, the performance-wise, second half, Nicky, you were on the sidelines. One of the best things, as I say, you've absolutely battered the second half.
Yeah, obviously, we absolutely frustrated there at the end, but we couldn't ask any more of the boys. They've got a lot of momentum going towards that 12 fans in the second half. And it's just unfortunate it's come off the post, come across the box, hit the crossbar, deflections, everything you could ask within the game, it just wouldn't go in. And unfortunately, we get a sucker punch. I've just been in there with the referee, and the linesman apologised. He thinks he's messed up, so that doesn't help us. And I've said that to him. It doesn't help us in that situation. You can't get them decisions wrong, unfortunately.
It probably sums up the season that they get a penalty, the goalkeeper saves it, and the guy follows it in the back of the net as well.
Yeah, I think it hit the post, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Could have gone past the post, couldn't it? But it hit the post, went back to him. We didn't react like their players reacted, unfortunately. And that pretty much sums the season up, the way things have gone. It's been a tough year for everybody. I just said that in there to the fans who are in the bar. And, to not see your team, only see your team win twice all season, it's got to be tough for everybody. It is for us, it's for the players. But what I did say to the players afterwards, that they can't, as an individual footballer, you can't let this season affect them going forward, because they just can't do that. Because if they do, then they'll have a problem. But everybody has even the top players and managers, and they'll have highs and they'll have lows. Unfortunately, this has been a low for us. The club's had some real good highs over the years. We've got to put this one to bed, and we've got to rebuild, and we've got to come back again stronger next season. That's all we can do. But like I said to them, they're a great bunch of lads. There's lots of positives come out in terms of the young lads coming through. Young Jack Nelson scoring today, and then unfortunately we're losing Jack. He's going to America for 2 years. I thought he was excellent when he came on. Just give us a little bit of liveliness up front in wide areas, and Michael as well. He'll go back to Kings Lynn because they got an option on him, so he'll be at Kings Lynn next year. But I thought he's done well. Michael's come in, but they all had to go again today, and over the season, I can't say too many times that they haven't had a right go for the team, and just unfortunate. It's been a tough year.
I suppose that one thing is you're glad the season's over now.
Yeah, and to try and motivate players week in, week out, the way the situation's been. It's been difficult for Nicky and myself, but I've got to go back to the players and get credit to them, because they've gone out there. They're the ones who've had to cross the white line under the circumstances, and they've had a right go. And unfortunately, we're just nowhere near good enough in the end.
I suppose the hard work starts now between the pair of you. I don't know how many of those players will be lining up in August in a Dover shirt. Do you expect many of them to be?
Well, you'd like to think there'd be a 2 or 3, maybe more, but that's a job for myself now, to sit down and go through that retained list, and obviously we've taken a few younger boys who are going to be here next year, and we've probably got to go and bring in another 15 players. But I would thought,
How easy is that? Who holds the key? Players or managers or clubs these days?
I think the key will be down to myself, really, and staff, just to make sure we get the right players in. We're not going to rush into it. But it comes around very quickly. I mean, we're already looking at perhaps pre-season training starting on the 27th of June. So it's not long, is it? And with the 6th of August start for next season. So, yeah, lots of work to be done. I'll be meeting the chairman this week, going through things, and then we'll go from there.
The positives was, say you mentioned you've got a club next season. What is the ambition for next season? It's going to be a competitive league again. There's no guarantee you bounce back.
No, there's no guarantee at all, and people know that. It's not going to be. We're going to be still a part-time team. But in a part-time league, generally, I think there's 2 or 3 teams. Ebbsfleet, I think, maybe Dorking and Havant. I think they're the ones that are, if they're in this league next year, because obviously they've got the playoffs and stuff. So, but there's generally most teams in the league are going to be 2 nights a week.
But you're going 3 mornings a week, are you?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, again, that's not been confirmed. That's what we need to talk to the chairman about. Again, that comes with its problems in trying to attract players, because they've still got to find 2 days where they've got to work. But we will have a young squad of players next year. But we can't just rely on the young squad. We've got to still have experience in the league below. So lots of work to be done, but you know, we'll look forward to that challenge, and that's what it's got to be. But you say there's no guarantees, but for me, our remit, it's got to be, you know, to win it'll be tough, but we've got to be in and around. We've certainly got to be in and around the playoffs, or in the playoffs for next season.
What about you now? Do you have a week off, or is it just thinking about football straight away, the pair of you?
We'll have a couple of days rest, so I'll meet the chairman. But yeah, no, it won't be much for a rest. I'll try and get away on holiday if I can, and with the family. But yeah, it really real work starts straight away, to be honest.
Finally, have you enjoyed the season?
Do you know what? It's been a real tough one, and one that I'll never forget, because again, we've all had highs and we've had lows. This has been a low for everybody, but there's parts of it I've really enjoyed it. Just to see, again, going back to the young ones expressing themselves. But they are a real good bunch of players. Just unfortunately, we wasn't nowhere near good enough over the season. Obviously, the -12 at the start was always going to be hard for us. And like I said a few weeks ago, I think it's ended up we'd have had to get 55 points to stay up with a -12, and that's never been done in the history of the National League. So, you know, we probably started off before we kicked the ball that we were pretty much going down.
Brilliant. Appreciate it, and thanks for all your time this season with us.
Thanks.